Hey everyone, welcome back to Biz Builders, your go-to resource for starting your business the right way. Today we're diving into something that could save you hundreds, maybe even thousands of dollars. How to start an LLC without hiring a lawyer. Now, don't get me wrong, there's absolutely nothing wrong with hiring a lawyer to help you set up your LLC, and there are definitely benefits to doing so. But here's the thing, it's not required and it's definitely not necessary for most small business owners. Before we jump in, if you want to skip the DIY route entirely and have a professional service handle everything for you, check out Tailor Brands using our exclusive discount link in the description below. They'll help you start up your LLC for $0 plus state filing fees. That's an incredible deal that could save you tons of time and hassle. But if you're ready to learn how to do this yourself, let's get started. First things first, and I get this question all the time, just form your LLC in the state where you live. I could give you a laundry list of reasons why this makes sense, but here's the bottom line. There is no state or legal advantage to forming your LLC in Delaware, Nevada, or any other state besides where you actually live and operate your business. Here's what you need to understand. Forming an LLC is a state process, not a federal one. There are no federal forms to file. Each state has its own slightly different process, but they all start in the same place, your state's Secretary of State website. To find your Secretary of State website, just Google your state name plus Secretary of State and look for the link ending in .gov. Once you're there, look for the business section or starting a business link. Before you start filling out forms, let's gather everything you need to make this process smooth and easy. First, your LLC name. Have your primary choice ready, plus a backup name in case your first choice isn't available. Some states even require you to provide a secondary option up front. Second, filing information. Leave the name and address of the person filing the LLC, probably you, plus a valid email address and mailing address for the business. Third, registered agent information. Every LLC must have a registered agent. This is the person or company that accepts legal and tax documents on behalf of your LLC. The good news, you can be your own registered agent. Just make sure you're available during normal business hours and have a physical address in your state. Fourth, organizer information. If it's just you, simple enough. If you have partners, you'll need their names and addresses too. And finally, a payment method. Filing fees vary by state, but typically range from $50 to $300. Some states like California can be higher. Now, for the actual filing process, once you're on your Secretary of State website, look for something like register an LLC or file articles of organization. The online form will walk you through each step, asking for all that information we just gathered. Take your time, double check everything, and submit your application along with the filing fee. Now, if this is starting to feel overwhelming, remember that you don't have to do this alone. Tailor Brands can handle all of this paperwork for you. Plus, they'll make sure everything is filed correctly the first time. Check out our exclusive discount link in the pinned comment below. They'll start your LLC for $0 plus state filing fees, and you'll have peace of mind knowing it's done right. But if you're continuing with the DIY approach, your LLC should be confirmed in about 2 to 3 weeks, and you'll receive your official articles of organization via email. Here's where most people think they're done, but you're not. The Secretary of State website won't tell you about these crucial next steps. First, get your EIN or employer identification number. This is like a social security number for your business. You can get this free from irs.gov and it usually takes 1 to 2 days. You'll need this to open a business bank account, which is essential for keeping your business and personal finances separate. Second, check for required licenses and permits. Depending on your industry, you might need additional licenses. Food service businesses need food service licenses, daycares need child care licenses, and so on. So check your Secretary of State's website licensing section for that. Third, create an operating agreement. Even if your state doesn't require it, you want this document. It outlines how your LLC will operate, who makes decisions, and what happens in various scenarios. Without one, your state's default rules apply, and trust me, you don't want that. And fourth, open a business bank account. This is crucial for maintaining your LLC's legal protection. Keep business and personal expenses completely separate. Your LLC isn't a set it and forget it situation. Here's what you need to stay on top of. Annual reports. Every state requires you to file an annual report to update them on any changes to your LLC, address changes, ownership changes, etc. There's usually an annual fee that ranges from about $50 to several $100 depending on your state. Okay, now tax elections. One of the best things about LLCs is you get to choose how you're taxed. By default, single-member LLCs are taxed as sole proprietorships, and multi-member LLCs are taxed as partnerships. But you can elect to be taxed as an S Corp or a C Corp if that makes sense for your situation. While you can absolutely start an LLC without a lawyer, there are times when professional help makes sense. If you have multiple partners with complex ownership structures, if you're in a highly regulated industry, if you have significant personal assets to protect, if you're unsure about tax elections, or if you want a comprehensive operating agreement. The key is knowing when you're in over your head and when the cost of professional help is worth it. Speaking of professional help, if you decided that handling all this yourself isn't worth the time and potential headache, Tailor Brands offers the perfect middle ground. They provide professional LLC formation services at a fraction of what you pay a lawyer. You can use our exclusive link in the description to get started for just $0 plus state filing fees. They'll handle all the paperwork, make sure everything is filed correctly, and you can focus on actually building your business. And there you have it, everything you need to know about starting an LLC without a lawyer. Remember, while it's absolutely doable, it's not just about filing that initial paperwork. The ongoing compliance, the operating agreement, the tax considerations, these are all important pieces of the puzzle. Whether you decide to DIY it or use a service like Tailor Brands, the most important thing is that you take action and get your business properly structured. If this video helped you out, smash that like button so other entrepreneurs can find this information. Subscribe for more business formation tips and drop a comment below letting me know what type of business you're starting. I love hearing about your entrepreneurial journeys. I'll see you in the next video, and remember, your business dreams are closer than you think.